I'm Pixie and welcome to Pixie's Playhouse. On this episode, we'll be talking about some of my favorite Bugs Bunny Halloween episodes and trying Haribo Sour Vampire Bats, Scary, and we also have Kitkat Roasted Almond. Alright, so let's get into these sour vampire bats by Haribo. Now, I love the packaging. They have bats on the top. It does have their cute little bear mascot. He's dressed up as a vampire trick-or-treating for Halloween with his little pumpkin pail and his cape and his fangs. So he's a little vampire there. Alright, so let's open these up. Okay. And let's pour them in our bowl. Okay, kind of stuck to the packaging there, but that's okay. Wow, they really are actually quite large. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try to hold it up the right way, but they're detailed and they're large. That's quite awesome, actually. Far better than what I was expecting it to be. And I can show you also them flying in the bowl. Like there's different colors. There's red, there's orange and red, there's green. So they're doing a bit of a flying circular motion thing in the bowl here. All right, so let's try this one. This is pretty cool. It's got the green wings on it. I do really like that. Just absolutely adorable. Okay, let's see. So good. Very hard to chew though. Very rubbery. But that's just all gummies in general, not just their make specifically. Strawberry flavor, pretty much. I wonder if they're all the same flavor. We'll break his right wing off and see if it's actually orange flavored. That was orange, definitely. Nine out of 10 horns in the air. My only kind of drawback with this type of candy is that it's very, very chewy, so I'm still just chewing through it. But I love the look of it. I love the packaging. I love the look of the bats themselves. They're much larger and more detailed and cooler than I could have expected. The flavor is awesome. Sour, but not too sour. Just the right amount of sour and sweetness combination to make it super, super cool and really enjoyable. And I do really think that it's an awesome Halloween treat. All right, as I continue to chew through that, let's look at the Kitkat Roasted Almond. Now this packaging is also awesome. You have the red with this cool kind of dark purple happening, so I really like that. All right, so let's break off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Here's what we're looking at. And also the other side of it does seem to have the almonds. You can sort of see it through. You can put them out for a little Halloween snack. All right, now that we've got those bats chewed up, let's try some Kit Kat. Interestingly, I don't taste almond at all. It just tastes like a regular Kit Kat. Now I feel a little bit of the almonds in the consistency as I'm chewing it and in the mouthfeel, but it doesn't actually taste like roasted almonds or anything like that. That one's going to get a 6 out of 10 horns in the air. Could have had a much more roasted almond flavor to it for sure. All right, let me know in the comments what the weirdest Kit Kat flavor you ever tried is. All right, so for Bugs Bunny in Broomstick Bunny, which was 1956, while trick-or-treating dressed as a witch, Bugs Bunny stumbles upon Witch Hazel's house. Hazel, not realizing that Bugs is wearing a witch's mask, thinks that he is competition for her for the ugliest witch, which is her title. When Bugs takes off his mask, revealing that he is a rabbit, she wants to use him in her witch's brew. Bugs gives Witch Hazel a beauty elixir disguised as tea, and she turns into a beautiful redhead. As the episode ends, the witch flies away on her broom while being chased by a genie on a flying carpet who has become enamored with her. In A Witch's Tangled Hair from 1959, Bugs mistakes a cauldron for a bathtub, and realizing his error, he jumps out with Witch Hazel in hot pursuit. She chases him with a cleaver and on her broom, which only works in reverse. In a castle, Bugs pretends to be Romeo and Witch Hazel pretends to be Juliet. As she jumps out of the castle window, Bugs pretends that he's going to catch her, but instead he runs away. Witch Hazel spots a Shakespearean-like author who she knows, and she leaves with him. In A Haunting, we will go 1966. On Halloween, Daffy Duck's nephew goes trick-or-treating in the same witch's costume that Bugs wore before. He goes to Witch Hazel's house and runs home because he's scared. He tells his Uncle Daffy what happened, and Daffy goes to check it out. In the meantime, Hazel wants a vacation in Hawaii and turns Speedy Gonzales into a replica of her to keep an eye on her house. While she's away and Speedy serves Daffy tea, it turns him into a strange creature. When Hazel returns, she changes him back, and he escapes, although he sometimes still becomes the creature. In Scaredy Cat, 1948, Porky Pig buys a Gothic-style house that terrifies his pet cat Sylvester. Porky is oblivious to the killer mice who live there and terrorize Sylvester. Unbeknownst to Porky, many attempts are made on his life as well as Sylvester's. The mice attempt to drop an anvil on Porky's head, roll a bowling ball down a banister aimed at Porky. The mice try to use an assortment of weapons on them. One mouse is dressed as an executioner trying to kill Porky. The mice push their bed out of a second-story window. Sylvester then musters up the courage to try and save Porky. In Transylvania 65000 from 1963, after tunneling underground trying to get to Pennsylvania, Bugs Bunny winds up in Transylvania. He sees an old castle and mistakes it for a hotel. He's invited in by Count Blood Count, who is a vampire. Bugs reads a book in the castle called Magic Words and Phrases, and every time Bugs says abracadabra, the Count turns into a bat. And when Bugs says hocus pocus, the Count turns back into a vampire. The Count and Bugs have a duel of magical phrases, where more often than not the Count gets hit with heavy slabs of concrete. Bugs turns himself into a vampire and an umpire and a baseball bat. Bugs turns the Count into Witch Hazel and then into a two-headed male vulture. The Count flies away, being chased by two amorous female vultures. Bugs' ears turn into bat wings, and he flies home. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe as we're trying to build a cool community. Until next time, that's all, folks.